My name's Scott. Welcome to the Time Jester channel. We're here in the middle of the Cotswolds. Welcome to the Rollright stones. Have a look around. As we made our way down a quiet country lane in the middle of the Cotswolds, we got our first glimpse of the Rollright stones. The Rollright stones are a megalithic, neolithic structure, a stone circle built as a place of worship, a place of ritualistic practices. It's dated almost 2500 BC. It is absolutely ancient. And a lot of historians still do not know a lot about the stones. Just like that at Stonehenge and a lot of these megalithic structures which are dotted around the British Isles landscape. As you wander around the stones, you can feel the atmosphere and you can feel there is a lot of mystery and secrets that we do not know hiding within. Here in the Cotswolds, the site is part of 3 other sites: the King's Men, the Whispering Knight and the Kingstone. So we're actually right next to the actual Rollright stones now. You can see they're absolutely really big, and the main kind of reason for these is for ritualistic purposes. One would assume, just like Stonehenge, people would come here and they'd do little worships, like Stonehenge, for example, people were buried here. So they used to have a lot of spiritual significance for a lot of people in the Neolithic period. And still to this day, you can have a look and people are coming around. They're walking around in circles, and one of the myths is that as you go around the stones, you can count them as many times as you want, but if you do it twice, when you recount them, they're going to be a different number. Legend has it that these stones were actually made by witchcraft. There's a story that tells us a king and his knights were marching nearby, and they were stopped by a witch. This witch proposed to the king that if he could take 7 long strides, he would be king of all of England. His knights stopped in a circle and they discussed what the witch had said. The king, not listening, took 7 long strides and he was instantly turned to stone with all of his knights. Herself, the witch, she turned into a wicker tree. And a lot of people, this place is still associated, with witchcraft, and they say some people that still do practice the arts of witchcraft still come here. I'm not talking about Harry Potter, I'm talking about witchcraft. So watch out when you come down in the Cotswolds, you might get kidnapped or whatever. I'm only joking. Behind me is one of these stones, but this is not the Rollright stones, this is part of it over the road, not kind of over the road, over the fields, and this is called the Whispering Knights. Have a look at it. It's a lot of different rocks. Now this is from the Neolithic period, right? The Neolithic period, so a long time ago. We're talking about 3000 BC, and this would have been used most likely as a burial chamber. And a lot of people don't really know much about why these were used. There's not much history which was known about them. So just like places like Stonehenge, there's a lot of mystery surrounding them. Was it used as a burial chamber? Was it used for just sacred rituals? Was it used to look into the stars and have some kind of mad engagement of astrology? And this is a bit of it. So this is known as the Whispering Knights, because this is after the witch turned some of these into stone. These ones are the knights that hung behind at the back, and we're talking about the king behind his back, so they were most likely going to betray him. There you go, the Whispering Knights. Pretty cool. The latest addition to the whole collection is the Kingstone. This is the newest, built in the Bronze Age, and historians really have no idea what this might have been used for. It could have been a marker for the Rollright stones, it could have been for a burial, they're really not too sure. So behind me, this is one of the main the biggest one of the stones that is here in the whole collection. This is known as the Kingstone, and this is kind of the main one. This was one of the latest ones to be introduced, and a lot of historians argue actually why it was even built for in the first place. No one actually really knows. There's a lot of different theories and whatnot. So yeah, it's meant to be the King's Stone. So is it actually a king frozen in a stone? Who knows? And it used to be a lot bigger. A lot of people have been coming, because this site is now used for a lot of, you know, local paganism and that kind of thing. A lot of people with those beliefs come here and they believe in spirits and that kind of thing. And they come. And a lot of people over the years have actually chipped away pieces of the King's Stone and took it away as good luck charms and whatnot. So it has unfortunately decreased in size. So that's why we've got people like with the Rollright Trust, who actually now actively in English Heritage actually look after this site and stop any more of it being taken away. You can see that how people in modern day worship, a common practice is to actually lodge coins in the rock, like that one there. So people put coins in it. But this is actually not good for, you know, for the preservation. You can see that if people are messing around poking it, this is why you are not allowed to go up to Stonehenge. That's why it's off limits, I'm afraid. And it makes sense, because in 1,000 years, this is still going to be here, you know, 3,000, whatever, if it's like this over. It's evident that even in the 21st century, how popular it is to visit these stones. It's evident at how much they're integrated into our history of the British Isles, and how much people love coming to explore the myths of stone circles, just like the Rollright stones. And I hope that people continue to visit and tell their story in the years to come. Thank you for watching, guys. My name's Scott. Make sure you give a like and subscribe. We're going to do lots more videos like this, and it's been really cool to be out here in the Cotswolds and know a bit of our history, which is very local to where I live. And I love the story, the myth, the legend, and I hope you come and visit the Rollright stones. Thank you.